The next two incidents are very interesting because for one, there's no apparent reason, and for the other, well, you can see a reason. Two numbers which seem very alike. And there's a twist to both tales. An aircraft operated by a major airline set off on a west-to-east random route North Atlantic crossing. It was initially cleared at flight level 350 for the crossing. It was climbed in VNAV and the crew pressed the altitude hold on reaching the cleared level. Air traffic control then asked the crew to climb to flight level 360 by 50 degrees west for the remainder of the crossing. This was agreed and the crew accepted the clearance.
Level for the crossing is flight level 360. When ready, climb maintain flight level 360 to be level by 50 west. Sim flight 201.
In all their position reports, the crew gave their altitude as flight level 360. At 15 west, when they entered radar cover, the controller noticed that they were not at the flight level they had been cleared at. He asked the crew to confirm their altitude. It was only then that they realised they were still at flight level 350 and had spent the entire oceanic crossing 1,000 feet lower than they should have been. They agreed they must have received the instruction to climb to flight level 360 because it had been entered into the master control panel and the FMC. Now, here's the twist. Although they agree that they received the instruction, the crew had no recollection of it.
Patrick?
But they compounded the error by giving the wrong level in the position reports.
So, Anna, they just didn't do it, did they?
Well, they thought they had. They'd entered flight level 360 in the MCP and the FMC, but they never actioned the climb. And when they then gave their position reports, they used the MCP or the FMC for their level. They never looked at the aircraft's altimeter.
This was an eastbound flight, therefore probably a night flight. I wonder how long the layover was. Maybe these guys were just tired. Maybe it was the 5th Atlantic crossing that month.
So, a lot of speculation about how that might have occurred. Now, in a similar vein, but where there's perhaps a more obvious reason, have a look at this. An aircraft was cleared to cross a longitude line of 4030 west, or 40 degrees and 30 minutes west, at flight level 350. Because one of their waypoints was coincidentally 40 degrees north latitude and 30 degrees west longitude, the pilot assumed wrongly that the controller meant him to cross that particular point at flight level 350. The pilot, by misinterpretation and without confirming the clearance more thoroughly, ended up at the cleared flight level, but later than he should have been.
In a way, this error is understandable, don't you think?
Yes, it was unfortunate that the two numbers were so similar, the waypoint and the point of climb.
Patrick?
Perhaps the controller should have spotted the likelihood of the confusion and emphasized the possibility of error by giving the whole latitude and longitude of the point. Or, and this is not too extreme, change the point completely and issue the instruction at another location.
The crew must have confirmed the instruction and readback. Don't you think something could have been missed there?
Well, we weren't there, but I think not. They were obviously convinced it was the original waypoint.
Yes, the number would have been very familiar to them because they'd used it in the last two position reports.
So, this is really a case where everyone needed to be alert and vigilant.